welcome to Travels with Trouble. In this episode, as our van trip comes to an end, we will tell you about our top 10 places from our trip. Now remember, we started in Adelaide and the plan was to travel up through Central Australia and all the way down the East Coast. Now if you've been following along, you'll know that's not quite what happened. Now why didn't we get to WA, you ask? Well, because we were renting the camper van and only had 3 months to do our trip in, we didn't want the trip to be just constantly driving around. Now Australia is such a huge place, guys, and there's a lot to see. It was pretty hard to pick just 10, but here were our favourites. Springbrook National Park in Queensland comes in at number 10. It's beautiful World Heritage rainforest and some of the most impressive scenery. We love the canyon rim walk, which took us to stunning viewpoints rivaling that of the Blue Mountains. Big caves and waterfalls, all while giving you the sense you're in another world. Now we definitely need to go back though to see the best view of all. Look out. Number 9 on the list is the Grampians National Park in Victoria's West. The Grampians has such a large variety of different scenery on the hikes, from rugged cliffs to waterfalls and even canyons. The hiking trails went through so many narrow gorges and it felt like there was a surprise at every single turn. We also encountered a lot of wildlife, which made the next place even more special. Raymond Island, our hidden gem in Victoria's Gippsland. Firstly, they have the cutest barge captain going around. Secondly, it was home to almost all the different Australian wildlife you could see on your trip. It's a concentrated paradise for over 200 koalas. It's probably the only place in Australia that you're guaranteed to see these fluffy round bowls. Not to mention the countless kangaroos and even a few spiky echids. Look at me now, Headland Walk at Emerald Beach was one of our favourite places. The coastline along this area was absolutely stunning. Mix that with the annual humpback migration along the east coast of Australia and it gave a great vantage point to see them hanging out. It's also much less busy than the popular beaches along the east coast. And let's not forget the photogenic kangaroos that hang out on the grassy cliffs, even the beach below. Warrumbungle National Park in central New South Wales is our number 6 on the list. We actually only stopped here when looking for a place to stay for the night, but we're super glad that we did. The area is absolutely something special. The mountain ranges are unique with some great hikes up and around them. The campsite also get you up close to the wildlife, and it's also a dark sky park, so don't forget to take in the stars at night. Now on to number 5, Kings Canyon in the Wataka National Park in the Northern Territory. Before you get to the amazing Uluru, you need to check out this place. The Kings Canyon Rim Walk is probably one of the top 5 hikes in Australia. Huge sandstone walls, panoramic views over the desert, and an oasis of Garden of Eden. Local camels also wander the area, and even on the menu here. The accommodation is basic, but we left here with a lot of great memories. Number 4 on the list is Wilson's Prom in Victoria, one of our favourites due to the cutest wildlife encounters we had there with the resident campsite wombats. You could even see them each evening, giving the grass a good mow. The views from the hikes were also absolutely stunning. Just a few hours from Melbourne, this is definitely one for any visitor to incorporate into their Aussie visit. Uluru and Katachuda in the centre of Australia is our 3rd favourite place from our trip. Seeing Uluru rise out from the desert is absolutely magical, with the colours changing throughout the day. It was actually never high on my list previously, but it's made it to our top 3. Just down the road from Uluru was Katachuda, or the Olgans, another sacred Aboriginal site, and it was just amazing. The Valley of the Winds Walk was a special hike with amazing views. Number 2 on our list is Kakadu National Park in the Northern Territory. From the amazing Nadab Lookout with amazing views and rock formations, this place was like walking into another world. It was the real outback. The scenery here was like nothing else in Australia. No top-end trip is complete without it. From the remarkable landscapes to seeing the real-life dinosaurs like the saltwater crocodiles. And an absolute highlight was a yellow billabong cruise to see all the wildlife up close. this was truly a worthy contender for the top spot on our list. Our number one place was the Great Barrier Reef. From above we saw the beauty and scale of the reef stretching out all the way to the horizon. Then from below, the amazing colours and life everywhere. From all different types of fish, to swimming with the turtles and even the sharks. It was a dream come true to visit this place. The people here really cared about the reef and its importance to the world, and until you visit this place here in person, it's really hard to appreciate the amount of life the reef sustains. With the spectacular Daintree and the beautiful Atherton Tablelands close by, we think this area is our top place to visit in Australia. Well, after nearly 3 months of travelling the east coast of Australia, we'd finally reached our last day. We'd visited some of the most unreal places and many more than we'd listed here. With the other half of Australia still to come, there's still plenty more to go. On our last day, we finally can relax from some of the chores from van life for a while, like emptying the toilet and worrying about finding water every day. But we're so grateful to have the opportunity to give this a go. Let us know your favourite spots around Australia in the comments. There's plenty more stuff to come, guys, so please like and subscribe if you want to follow our adventure, and we'll see you again in the next one.